Hey guys, I am Jenny and welcome back to this tutorial. So today I am going to take you all inside the SFrite software where you can create your own pixel sprites. However, there are more softwares for doing pixel art, but I personally use this one, so let's get into it. So first we have to create a 32 by 32 pixel canvas so that we can just draw a little bit right there. Keep the other default. So now on the right side we have all our tools, and on the left side we have our color palette. We can also create our own color palette and put it here. So I'll show you. If I have this sorry, let me draw it with the pencil. Suppose I have this red color here and the other one is the purple one, and the next one, suppose I have this green one. So if I go here and click here from create palette from current sprites, then SFrite will create a color palette using these colors which are available in our canvas. So this is the empty one, so delete it. It's work like that. Now let's moving towards the next one. So now let's go over all the tools one by one first. So here is the first one is the rectangular tool. So it basically selects in a form of a rectangle. I will show you how it works. Suppose we have some kind of shape here, like this, and if I want to select this one, it basically select like a rectangular shape. The same applies for the next one, which is the elliptical murky tool. This is also the same, except it selects like an ellipse, or you can even select like circle using this, like this circle shapes. Okay. Now the next one is the lasso tool. So lasso tool is used for custom selection. Basically custom selection means it's just kind of handy tool. You can create whatever shapes you need and just move it around. The next one is the polygonal lasso tool. So this is pretty much also like lasso tool, but you can actually drag and click to select certain polygonal shape, like this. See, drag, you need to drag, then click, then again drag and click, then again drag and click, and leave it. So it works like this. You can you can make any kind of shape using this one too, whatever shape you like to draw. Now the other one is the magic wand tool. This is actually really very cool because it selects one color that is in your canvas. I'll show you, but here is one more thing. For each of these tools we have a certain properties right here. Okay, so you can change it according to your wish. And here so the most important one for the magic wand tool is the tolerance, which is right here, and the contiguous. So you should keep your tolerance at 0, because if we increase it, it will catch other colors aside from the one that you have chosen. But and in the contiguous, let me show you how the contiguous works. Okay, for that I need to delete this one, then draw 2 or 3 more shapes, and if I select it and select this one, then it will, if the contiguous is turned on, then it will only select only one part, and if the contiguous is turned off, and I'm going to select it again. Okay, so now here is the contiguous is turned off, and I select this one, and if I select this one, then it will click all the same colors which are available in our canvas, in our whole canvas. Okay, so it will select all of those. So it is quite quite easy, and it's really useful for mainly selecting colors. Now the next one is the pencil tool. So pencil tool enables you to draw pixel art, and now over here, yeah, you can choose whatever shapes you want to means you want to draw with. So you can choose the circular one, here is the rectangular one. You can choose according to your wish or need, and just draw it around. Now the next, no, here is the one more important thing here, so let me tell you. First, let's decrease the size of this pencil, and if we pick a point and then just hold shift button, then we can create a straight line anywhere on our canvas using this pencil tool. Okay, so let me just here pick a point, and then if I hold the shift key, I can make a straight line wherever I want in our canvas. So let me show you it properly once again. For that, I have to choose one more color so that you can see it clearly. Yeah, pick a point, then hold shift, then just drag it. Yeah, it's done. We made a straight line. Okay, it's very simple actually. Now the next one is the eraser tool. So this is obviously we use to erase things like this. Oops. Yeah, and the other one is the eyedropper tool. This is also, as you all know, it selects a certain color on our canvas, and also we can select from here. Yeah, now let's moving towards to the next one. This one is the zoom tool. Like you have to click here so that it zoom in, and yeah, if I if I left click here, then it will zoom in, and if I right click here, then it will zoom out. So left click and right click, again left, again right. Now the next one is the move tool. It is quite simple. You can just use it to move your things around. And yeah, one more thing, see here that you can hold space bar to move your canvas around. You need to click your space bar to use this or to move this one. Now the bucket tool. Yeah, the paint bucket tool. So here actually you can see again the tolerance is zero and the contiguous is turned on. So if I will keep this contiguous on and then paint bucket, then it will paint each and every separate parts by themselves. But if I turn it off, then I can simply paint over everything very quickly. Let me show you with an example. For that, yeah, we have one more color. Actually you can switch the color by pressing the X key. And one more trick is also there, that if we draw with the left mouse button, select the pencil first. Yeah, if I click the left mouse button, that it will draw yeah, let me zoom in. Yeah, it will draw with our foreground color, and if I press or if I draw with my right mouse button, then it will draw with our background color. Yeah, background color. So where I was, paint bucket tool. Yeah, so here, see, here is the contiguous is turned on, and if I fill here, then it will only fill this one, and if I turn off the tolerance and then I will then if I fill, then it will fill all the same colors again, whatever means available in our whole canvas. So it can just simply paint over everything, means every same colors very quickly. I think you get it now. Oh, what if and it's can't undo. Yeah, for undo you need to click Ctrl Z. Yeah, the next one is the gradient tool. So you can use the gradient with or without dithering. So dithering is basically a gradient between two colors. Let me show you it once. See, it works like this. Otherwise you can just simply like this only. Now the next one is the straight tool, straight line. Straight line means you just need to drag it and leave it, it will automatically create straight line. We don't need to press shift key here. Okay, just simply draw it. And the next one is the curve tool. You can make curved line or curvature line using this one. So for this, what I have done is, see, you need to first drag it, hold and drag and just click it and again take it up. Okay, so it's done. Now the next one is the rectangle tool. Here we have the empty one and the other one is the filled one. Same applies for the ellipse tool. Here is the empty one and here is our filled one. Now the next one is the contour tool. So with it actually we can draw a circle and it will fill in where we did not draw. I mean, you can start a line and wherever you end your point, it will automatically connect with your first point and fill in the rest of the image. Let me show you with an example. Okay, see, if I draw a semicircle or whatever kind of shapes, it just connect with our first point and the last point. I hope you get it. Yeah, the other one is the polygonal tool. It is also the same like contour tool, except you have to keep clicking until you get what you want. Okay, so means I'm showing you, see, you have to keep clicking. See, drag, then click, then again drag, click, again drag, click and leave it so that it will fill. Let's make one more shape. Drag and click, then again, yeah, drag, click, drag, click, again, drag, click. Yeah, pretty much this, like the same shapes which we drew before. And the last one is the blur tool. So stay away from this tool actually, because in pixel art we don't really need this tool, especially the beginners should not use the blur tool. Let's blur the things. And the other one is the jumble tool. It's just jumble the things around. Now let's see the animation part. So here we have the option of creating multiple layers and multiple frames over here on the bottom. So one important thing here is this onion skin tool. So how it actually works, it basically shows the position of two different shapes on different frames so that we can draw something in between them to animate it as per our need. Let me show you how it works. For that we have to create more frames. We have to delete this, and on third frame I delete this one, and here I delete all of the shape. So here is the first frame, here is the second frame. Yeah, and if I use this one here, then see, we can just see both the shape, both the first frame and the second frame. We can see it in our second frame if we use the onion skin tool. Now we can draw in between as per our needed or as per our wish, as per our need, or yeah, whatever. So you can just simply draw here to animate them. The contiguous is turned off, that's why it filled all over the canvas. It's done. Now let's play it to see it's animated. Okay, so for better visibility, let me off the onion scale tool and let's play it again. See, it's animated, so it is quite helpful actually. And also, yeah, and also it is a key feature when it comes to the animation. So please do keep this in mind and try to use this onion skin tool, which is right over here, and just experiment and draw some simple sprites and try to animate them here. And yeah, don't forget to use this onion skin tool also. So what left now? Yeah, I have to tell you about the tile. So for that you have to first go to this view, then tile mode. Here we have means we can create in both axes, only in x axis or y axis. Now I am going to create this one. First erase them. So what happens here is whatever we will draw it just simply generates the same tile around it. And once you are done with your tile, you can just go back to the view. Okay, first let me tell you how it works. So just see, whatever shapes we are creating here, it just automatically generates them around. And if we are satisfied with our works, then we can go back just the view and tile mode and none. So now here we have our tile. That's, I think that's all for today, guys, and see you in my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you can get notified whenever a new video comes. Thanks for watching. Bye.